are celebrating our 2K TV wrap party, and we're going to head into Triple Threat Park today with two members of Team 2K TV, Danny and John, and one community member, Evans. Welcome back to 2K TV. We are so excited to have you on the show once again. How are you doing today?
Doing good. Thanks for having me back.
In Triple Threat, you can pick your card. So which card and player are you using today? This is going to be a good one.
I'm gonna be using Invincible with my ball. That's definitely my favorite card. This came out all year.
So I'll be running with Invincible Giannis, so I can help with any of the other skills that need taken care of in this game.
And I just want no excuses. So I'm running Invincible Rumby.
Let's look at our opponents here. Who we got? Oh, George. Ooh, why? That's going to be a good defensive team, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Shot is. So yeah.
Okay, this is the...
Team welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We are set to bring you the action. Round one of the Eastern Conference playoffs continues on 2K Sports. This is Ryan Anderson with Mark Kellogg and Graham Hill out in the force notice on the sidelines. You look at Virginia.
With a win here, they'd be in great shape. Maintain their home court advantage, gain some momentum. On the flip side, a loss would send this series in a whole new direction. Yeah, they'll take control of the win here. That's all about that. So if you're the road team, it's even more critical to get this first win to survive in the series. You don't go home with their backs clearly against the wall.
So the Raptors starting five. Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Emmanuel quickly is out there with Dick, and it's Ingram in at the 3.
I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard, man.
Sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
This is by Johnson, no good.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
The drive by Ingram, and slam out by Ingram.
Phenomenal athleticism from Ingram. I mean, really looking to rip that basket up with that strong jump.
Now here's George. You look at Virginia. They did what they needed to do in game one. Now they just have to
Get that, George. The pressure is on them to keep home court advantage. This should be a tougher game than that first one.
And so here is Toronto. After the basket by Virginia. Here's Barnes. And he drops in the layup.
Inside is where Barnes is most effective, taking point-blank shots.
Simmons against quickly. Olynyk passes to George. Connects from downtown.
The chemistry.
To stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Toronto with the ball. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with Virginia's head coach. We got to talking about Brandon Ingram, and I asked how Coach thought they might limit him tonight. Coach told me, well, there's nothing we can do about his size and his length, so we're hoping just to frustrate him and keep him off balance by getting up in his business and contesting shots. Hopefully that and hands out for that, guys.
As always, Allie, thank you.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth. And nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Now here's Dick. Ingram pass to Dick.
Whoa.
And the bucket is good.
Outstanding decision making by Ingram there. Working it to the open man. Really good possession.
Pass to George. Back to Olynyk. 11 feet out. George, no good. Toronto leading by 4. Here's Ingram. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. And here's Simmons. Will bring it up to the score. Earl grabs a miss. Barnes feeling it out a bit. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Johnson.
Johnson plays with on the D with tenacity.
Toronto calls time here.
And something fans don't always get to see. some of the closely guarded secrets that they have. Typically, there's some type of adjustment made out of the timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Now here's Barnes. He's got 5. And that's a call by OG Wyoming. That's his first foul of the game. This team can share. To the inside. And he got the whistle on the way up. He'll be headed to the line for a pickup. Let's send that to Harrison Barnes.
This guy is so key to this team. Barnes with so many valuable minutes laid in and laid out.
Virginia trailing here. Marcel outside. Here's Oubre from the arc.
Just kind of look at the arc. Oubre can see like it's automatic.
Jared to the defense, 2 minutes. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Trey for 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Barnes, no good. Barnes passes to Oubre. Lets it go from deep. 2 shots, 2 makes. That's good.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Oubre's gone a perfect 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. Pass to Barnes. Trying to come right back to the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And so it's Virginia with it. To the paint. Out to Oubre. Little turnaround.
Let's go.
The assist by Oubre.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro. Well, when you look at the assist total, like Aikman's clearly the better team.
Walter can't get it to go.
The defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Barnes passes to the center. Oubre with it. From deep. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Toronto trailing. Down low. Here's Barnes. Oh, vicious dunk by Barnes.
Oh, that's how to throw it down. Barnes with an exclamation point.
Barnes passes to Trent. His shot won't fall. 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's Barrett on the wing. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line. Shoot 2.
Straightforward call. Simply because
Toronto shooting their third and fourth free throw shot for the night.
And with Barrett, we know he can score the ball. Now he can focus on becoming a better passer and facilitator.
3 from Barnes. Hobo with the rebound. It could go. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Making things happen for Toronto. Looking for opportunities. Leading with 9 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break. Then back to the action. And let's get you back to the action as game 2 is getting underway. And I want to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Toronto.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game. Taking what the defense gives you guys. I mean, the mid-range shot is available, and they're knocking it down from your high level.
Paul George out there. Probably a left. It's Ben Simmons. Evan Sell. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. And for Toronto, we've got R.J. Barrett. Charlie Dick out there. Real quickly. It's Lobo. We get him in the center position.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, Pierre.
And as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can extremely reliable. Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do. Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
They go back. Lobo got a nice finish on the layup. Lobo's got his second basket.
Yeah, still close, but with that tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And he makes it.
The center really making impact. That's what scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
George, no good.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
And so here is Toronto. And there's Barrett on the assist quickly. Barrett's got 5 now.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside. Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You gotta play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Barrett. 5 points in the game. The 3-3 quickly. Rebound by Ben Simmons.
Given his range, you expect him to capitalize on that opening.
George, right side. The shot from 20 feet out. Rebound Toronto.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration. And he's got to find other ways to contribute to him because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now here's George. Drives the pass to George. And here's Vassell. George left side. And the shot's good.
George takes the contact with good body control there, allows him to finish. And he lines it up top.
Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Olynyk passes to Vassell. George left side. Here's Grimes. Let's go with a 3. Quickly with a rebound.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Pulls up for 3. And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the score. They trail by 1. Outside Simmons. George finds Simmons. Shot is up. And that's his third bucket in 8 attempts.
That's a smooth looking supplement by Paul George. I mean, he's one of the more gifted scorers in the league, and there's no place on the floor where he can't hurt you.
Now a timeout called by Toronto. For Virginia. Johnson, he's checking for Olynyk. Oubre comes in for Vassell. And it's Gary Trent Jr. in for Grimes. Now here's Pirtle. No made baskets yet. Ingram. And finished off by Boucher. And the Raptors lead by 1. Virginia with the ball. It's Johnson with a drive. Johnson slams it in.
And that's how you take it to the cup. Johnson with the power finish.
Johnson's gone 2 for 3 from the field. Oubre against Ingram. Driving to the basket. Slam dunk by Ingram.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
It leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Walter. Pass to quickly. Sweet little floater. And now a 3-point Toronto lead.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now. I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Now here's Trent. It's good. Beautiful high score. Trent's got his first 3 points of the game.
George with a fantastic look. Excellent job creating an easy opportunity for his teammate.
And there's a foul. It's on Keldon Johnson. First foul of the game. On defense, Virginia to the left side wing. It's stolen by Johnson.
That was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane. The instant the ball left the passing lane. It's another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Raptors trail by 3. Ingram up top. Rebounded by Trent.
Wide open, and still surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Simmons pass to Oubre. There's the 3. Virginia, another 3.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of the run.
They haven't looked like themselves the last few possessions.
They haven't. This is when they really need to be patient to get a clean look.
Here's Walter. Yet to see a basket. To the middle. And Ingram against Oubre. And here's Ingram. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Storm. They're up by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Round one action of the playoffs continuing on 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us for the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. For Virginia, getting out to a 2-0 lead in the series would mean so much to them. And it looks like this game could go down the wire trying to achieve that goal. This game is definitely still up for grabs the way these two teams are battling. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Looking like that's a sign of a team that's working together and functioning at a high level. Nobody can have this scrimmage going. I'm going to shoot and no one else is going to get the ball. Nope, they do this.
Jack, what was your takeaway on Toronto?
Well, those second chance points are huge, and they only came because of their effort. Their work on the offensive glass is what's keeping them in the game. They definitely should try to continue to stay tough on the glass. It's been key so far.
Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining us again for round one of the NBA playoffs. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And if he felt any pressure coming into this game, he sure hasn't shown it. What a sensational start. Yeah, I think he relishes the pressure, especially having a big game like this one. He really eats that stuff up.
He's having a game.
Johnson out there with Kelly Oubre. There's Ben Simmons. There's Grimes in at the 2. And for Toronto, Barnes and Kerr down low at the 4-5. And a little quickly is out here with Brady Dick. And it's Ingram in at the 3. Small forward. Redick for 3.
Consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrating. Most teams that can mess up the cover shooter after 1 or 2 wide open looks like a 3-point shot. But it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Barnes. It's held in by Virginia. Oubre. He's got 9. The 3 ball. Hits the 3-pointer. Oubre's got it. 1-2
Their offense has been unstoppable. Just like right now. And the league just keeps growing. And this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away. Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, there was still a pretty sweet flavor for one-man fun.
Raptors trail by 11. Here's Ingram. That one's good. The 2. Ingram has got his third basket of the night.
You look at Ingram, and he's starting to build, and some folks question whether he could be an effective inside scorer in the NBA.
Get that shit out of here.
Those questions are being answered.
Inside. Deflects the pass. It's out of bounds. The score able to take possession of the ball. Sell, he's checking forward. Raptors making a switch here. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Olynyk finds Johnson. Down the cell. Ordered by Barrett. Tipped. Olynyk passes to the cell. 6 on the shot clock. Virginia again missing. Raptors trail by 9. On the lane quickly. Simmons defending. 3 from Barnes. And his fifth basket. 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
This team relies on Barnes to drill threes, just touching out the floor.
From deep, here's Simmons. Lascelles outside. Back to Olynyk. From deep 3-point range. Second chance shot.
Let's go.
And when Willis take it down low, he fades out.
That was such a crazy.
8-point game. Virginia. He's checked in for Virginia. First comes in for Ben Simmons. Monty's checked in for Toronto.
Substitution on the court.
And now with 3 minutes into this third quarter of play, it gets the bucket.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet. Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that nature.
What?
Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders. Yeah, they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Here's Garrett. It's held in by Virginia. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Barnes passes to Olynyk. Here's Grimes. No good from outside. Raptors trail by 9. Here's Abaji. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. To Bear. Shot clock at 6. And again, Toronto, no good. Virginia leading by 9.
What?
Picks it up to Barnes. From downtown.
Let's go.
From the three-point line. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack.
Let's go.
For the size and quick release from the ball, helps him inside. I mean, he feels very comfortable shooting from here.
Now here's Barrett. He's got 5.
Big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis.
Maybe that'll help him recapture that edge a little bit, guys.
Now here's Anunoby. No points so far. 52 seconds left in the third. Down low. Here's Abaji. Blocked. And outside. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point game. You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. You're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Virginia leads by 13. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Russell passes to Barnes. It's Barnes on the wing. George outside. Russell outside. Intercepted. And now the Raptors on the break. Smelter good.
Little plays like that are crucial right now. You have to convert on every turnover you get.
The 3, George. And so it's Virginia closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Their work from distance has been impressive, and it's put them in this lead right now. Back to the game after this break. And it's time to bring up the pharmacist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day. Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you got a big guy with the pass.
thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. All right, time for an injury report. All right, let's get an update on Scotty Barnes. What's the latest, Alex?
I was able to talk with Toronto's athletic trainer about his status. He told me that it's a deep shoulder nerve. And right now, he is quite just like that, right back out there.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along here.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
You know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to continue, that's really a helpless feeling.
Kelly Oubre out there with Ochi Anunoby. And it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Devin Vassell, and it's Grimes in a shooting guard. It's Dick. And he dumps it. Left pass to Cinema.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Olynyk passes to Oubre. Launches a three. Quickly, the rebound. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up to the Raptors. Trailing by 10. Oh, there's the whistle on the shot. So two free throws for them coming.
It's such a presence in close to Barnes. Fighting through the whistle and getting hits.
Over here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Virginia.
They play some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
You know, they've been knocking down triples, too. They continue to make the most of their opportunities from behind the arc as well.
Keldon Johnson will be checked in for Virginia. Simmons comes in for Vassell. Virginia again missing. Raptors trail by 9. And here's Ingram from the arc. Knocks down the long J.
You know, Ingram is somebody you have to watch closely on the perimeter because he's improved his outside shot so much since coming into the league.
Olynyk for three. Virginia again missing. Quickly passes to Ingram. Johnson with the defensive effort. Virginia leading by 6. Here's Grimes. Here's Olynyk.
Oh yeah.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Olynyk's gone. 5 of 9 shooting from the floor. Barnes against Johnson. Barnes, it's good.
This is why Barnes was the number 4 overall pick in the 2021 draft. His ceiling is high.
Olynyk for 3. Weak for it. It's rebounded by Dick.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Here's Ingram. Rebound by Ben Simmons. Simmons has got 4 rebounds now. To the middle. Here's Oubre. Oh, nice fake with the layups off the mark. Raptors trail by 6. Well, the defenders stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition takedown.
Shooting for Toronto. Emmanuel. At the line for 1.
Free throw drops for Quickly. Virginia making a change here. George is checked in. And Toronto calls time here.
Fuck off. It's my game.
Yeah, really the standout element of this game tonight was his offense. His ability to get inside while cutting the defense.
Oh, wow.
Finding lanes, even making them,
What?
and relentlessly attacking the hoop.
All right, let's get a report from Alec.
I was able to listen in on what Dirk Rapovich was going over with his team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't use any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always
I didn't
necessary
even
for
know.
controlling his team's play.
Okay, thank you, Alex.
Oh.
He's in there. He's in on the second chance
It's
points.
tough.
Barnes has got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh my, just what they needed. Barnes with a
Oh.
first. In the first half, they went inside.
Let's go.
They've extended this first visit. First two.
Boy, did we need that. Of course.
And every year, Johnson seems to get better. His drive to want to be great is admirable.
Raptors trail by 6. He shoots. He's cooking. Oh, and Johnson with a block. He drives. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's Dick. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Barnes has got 3 assists tonight.
And when you look at Barnes' assist numbers, they show you can run your offense through him, not your average wing.
Now here's Barnes.
So he might lack in height at the 4 spot. He makes up for it with his first.
George passes to Johnson.
Home court advantage.
The aim puts a little extra insurance on their lead. What a play.
There's a minute 54 left in the fourth quarter here. Oh, George with a steal. Up to the ring. Fires the 3. Nice shot. He's got 9 points now in the second half.
And when you look at the numbers over the last few years, it's clear that George has made a jump as a playmaker.
So he calls him out. Gotta do the line to shoot there.
That's how he made the most of that trip to the line and cuts the deficit.
And here's George. He'll bring up to the score. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Simmons, no good. Raptors trail by 6. Back to the ball. Pass to Barrett. To the inside. Big floater.
That was so close.
Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Hey, when Colonel gets the rock deep inside, the defense is cooked. Can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
George finds Johnson.
Russell gigantic shot for Johnson. He has no fear shooting with the game on the line.
58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just rolling. It's a layup for the Jazz.
Just straight in the pocket defensive passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well. The numbers are always telling the story, guys, but his assist totals do bring the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Here's quickly.
Oh.
Virginia. And was so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock.
Four for 3. Quickly with the rebound. He drops the first one. And then narrows the gap to 7. And quickly drops them both. Well, if they score here, they could effectively end this one.
And then you end up with great guys taking care of the ball and using some best pushing.
Makes it a 7-point lead.
Saul George is one of the most versatile and dynamic players in the league. I mean, he does a lot for his team offensively and defensively, which I think frees up the other guys to do their thing.
Now here's Barrett. The ball's not loose. It's stolen by Olympic. Pass to George. Back to Simmons. Up top, George. Guarded by Dick. George with it. Outside Simmons. Back to George. Over quickly.
Give me that.
And it's fantastic that they have in the last game has carried over to tonight. So, you know, that's how it goes. So, this happens these guys, don't last minutes, they last games.
Winning this one. This win shows they have momentum so far in the series. Up 2 games to none. and their chemistry has never looked better. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
We just shot way too many threes. Crazy.
There is something else seeing someone who knows what they're doing and dribbling and promoting like that. How many ankles do you think you've taken this year? Hundreds? Thousands?
People not. This is the ankle breaker takeover.
Well, I'm out here playing. I feel like a lot of players use like PG, like you see Duncan a lot. What are some of the cards you see the community running with when you're out there playing?
Well, a lot of Tim Duncan. I think personally, I think he's one of the best little 40 awards. You know, every 6'11".
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. Welcome everyone to Game 3 of this Eastern Conference Round 1 matchup. 2-0 so far. Perhaps the tie continues this one. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. It's the Virginia Storm and the Toronto Raptors. Look at the Raptors. They need the boost here from the hometown fans, trailing 2-0. It is critical for them to start to play this year. Losing this one would be devastating. For all intents and purposes, this game is a must-win. You really have to treat it like a game 7. A look at Virginia's opening line. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Clark. Then it's George. Then it's Simmons. And it's Grimes in at the 2. Here's Quickly. Shot clock at 5. And out of bounds as the Raptors in for touchdown. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Raptors. Basket good. Even though they strike this series in a hole. Greg, it wasn't easy. Streak is at 9-9. They have to put nothing on the board. Here tonight, we often shoot better at home. Sometimes role players produce more at home. It's an environment and a crowd with full of energy that we're used to. Virginia moving the ball around. Pass to George with the ball. He has 5. Olynyk finds George. No good from outside. Has to defend the offense to get the punt pick, but couldn't knock it down. Chipped away. Olynyk with the steal. Straight. Here comes Virginia. Checks up a 3.
Let's get in there.
On the assist by Clark. George has got a couple of threes now in the first for Virginia. And that runs through it. Quickly's got his second bucket of the game to go. Simmons was in line. And there's George for 3. And Curry pulls it down. And so Quickly will bring it up for the Raptors. They lost their last game on Tuesday. Quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. To the peak, here's Vassell. Barnes kicks to Trent. Cleans it from the end of the yard.
Dangerous these catch-and-shoot situations because from the touch, it is out of his hands so quick.
And Moby outside. Barnes passes to Vassell. Boucher with the steal. He's got a clear path. Here's Walter. The big top of the lead. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo scene.
A three-pointer, no good. Here's Shen, defended by Trent. Down low. There's no ball. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Arnold. 139 up here in the opening quarter. Oubre finds Barnes. Here's the 3. Oubre outside.
Let's go.
Possess a dozen straight points coming off the triple. Toronto trailing. To the inside. Bulldog wants the basket. The basket back to Vassell. They put it. Another 3 for Virginia.
Third three-pointer in a row.
And stolen by Vassell. Oubre outside. Offensive rebound. And Vassell's got 8 points.
And it's interesting, you know, Vassell has a nonchalant style. You don't notice though, that he's really just looking at it. And offensively right now, each team getting what it needs.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game. We knew that was a possibility coming into this game.
Boucher with the steal. Jarrett with the ball. And it's Trent picking him up. Here's Shen. He did not get that one to go with the ball yet. And he'll go to the line for 2. Harrison Barnes up to the Raptors shooting their first free throw for the night.
Good foul, Barnes. Let's go.
The Raptors making a switch here. Apache's checked in. So neither attempt will throw that time. 5 seconds. Separating the shot being blocked. Finally, passes the Beal. Here's Vassell. And he gets the Trent. Passes to Vassell. Back to Oubre. 6 to shoot. Vassell, no good. Here's Brock. Here's Apache. It's good. Hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay line. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And guys, big games like this, in the NBA playoffs, you appreciate the benefit of instant replay to make sure they get the call right.
And it looks like they just tried to shoot the basket. Off it expired with the ball is still in his hand. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Virginia Storm. He notched 8 points in the quarter. He has that terrific basketball stick on display. And we'll be back with you shortly.
to bring you more action from Game 3. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats, the score.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares.
Another big part of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on the chances.
Boucher out there with Scotty Barnes. Then there's Emmanuel Quick. Then there's Dick. And it's a Bosby in at the score four. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Two attempts.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes off from beyond the arc.
Quickly finds Barnes. It's rebounded by Virginia. We're about a minute into the second quarter play. Here's George. Clark pushes to Oubre. George looking over the floor. Lets it go from deep.
Dang it, George.
Trying to help them extend this lead, and it's been a tough night for him individually.
To Boucher. Here's quickly. Scoring. It's hits the basket in 3 tries.
Defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Jordan. They get it back. There's the pass to Grind. Back to George. Launches it. It's good. It's just another way with Simmons. George has got 11 points.
George's shooting form is just so pretty. This guy's ability to make shots is so easy.
So timeout call here, the first for the Raptors. Inside, there's no ball.
Let's go.
Virginia leading by 4. Clark, the pass to Grind. George pushes to a limit. Beyond the arc. George pushing it in. And Toronto has possession. There's the pass to Ingram. Here's Shed. Devon Simmons. Out to Hill. Pass to Nova. Gets the three from the front. He's jacked in for the Raptors. Trey finds the center. On the arc. And change shot. And here's Owen. Curry with the steal. There's the basket. He gets it in there. He has 6. One important part of every team's look at that system.
Let's go.
Create some steals in transition.
Also, they've been incredible in the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Snatched up and was jumped by Curry.
This team will offensive glass. There's a lot of ways he can get his point, but this is an easy one. Neither team willing to give it in, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Next to Ingram. Lots of room. It's rebounded by Arnold. I didn't see that this time. He's usually been brilliant from that range. To the middle. Oh, Linux got his second bucket of the night. Gary, and really the environment as a finisher, he's noticeable to Kelly Olynyk. Olynyk with the steal.
Let's go.
And now a 6-point Virginia lead. That's their 3rd straight make off of the 6. And the Raptors with possession. 41 seconds left in the first half. Here's Shed, defended by Trent. He's cut out.
Oh, nice.
Over the basket, his second of 2 attempts. Trent finds the net on the wing. And Ruby left shot. Here's Shed. Hasn't made one yet. Another shot. He lays it in. Oh, just a 2-point strong lead.
This guy is just throwing his tail off on the board. You love the effort.
And here's Olynyk with the other.
Let's go.
Virginia. Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big time. He's so far in the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Storm ahead, up by 5. He'll be back shortly. Live from Georgia. The 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hello again, welcome to our postseason halftime show. Ernie Johnson along with Steve Owens. For Virginia, they have taken care of business in the first 2 games, but they got a fight on their hands tonight. They're not going to be able to just cruise to a 3-0 lead in this series. It's going to take some effort in the second half. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team? You know, I think people talked about playing the Celtics in the first half. Now, let's review the season with the assist totals back up what we saw. Check. Let's get your insight on Toronto. I like how we're working the ball now. They moved to excuse change up in the second half. The last thing is stick with it. Let's see if they can adjust to the way we play. And that's okay. He's been everywhere. And if he can keep shooting from deep, like he did with first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they continue to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
On the court right now for the Storm. We got George. Clark is out there with Olynyk. Then it's Simmons. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. Here's quickly. And he tries it with the
Got it.
And Virginia also making a change. Oubre is checked in. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Simmons inside. Dick defending. Here's Grimes. Again, the miss by Virginia. Raptors trail by 8. Inside. Barnes. Terrific assist. Nicely. Set with play. All right.
What the heck is going on?
Irons with it. Defended by Oubre. It's hauled in by George. And so George will bring it up for Virginia. To the paint. The three.
Let's go.
George has got 6 in the quarter.
Are you kidding me? Just look at what Paul George is doing to the defense over and over. My goodness.
Ingram up top. Defended by George. Kept him off. Second shot opportunity. It's in again. That's it.
George is fighting. Doing all right.
Raptors trail by 7 from the inbound. And it's quickly missing.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's for the head. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Here's Barnes. And here's turnout shot. Virginia gets it back in the 14. Quickly with the final pickup. And the free throw is good. Quickly going over the pass.
Just gets himself out.
And Obi gets the Oubre. Off the shot. Shoots the three. And it's Kelly Oubre with the three.
The closer.
Oubre has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Virginia leading by 7. There's the foul. And full stride his way to the big slam.
He's not the biggest guy, but Cassell can get up there when he needs to.
On the pass to Boucher. Here's Momo. That one doesn't go, but he's still shooting 50%. 5 of 10. And on the outside. Back to Oubre. Trent O'Shea. Pass to Barnes. And Obi gets to Barnes. Still on the clock. Virginia needs to get off the shot. Over Boucher. That's good on the assist by Gray. Oubre has got 3 assists tonight. Raptors trail by 11. On the way to quickly. Defended by Trent. And again, no good by Toronto. Boucher against Barnes. It's Trent. 16 feet away. Oubre finds the set. From outside, off the mark. So it's Toronto. On hit time, also a missed shot. Virginia leading by 11. That's a 2 from Barnes. Grant passes to Rondo. Barnes dishes to Oubre. From deep.
What the heck kind of shit is this?
Here's Abaji. Still scoreless. Good.
This guy's something that's so important to score. RJ Barrett goes to the foul line.
We'll be right back. And let's take this chance now to show you State Farm assisted the game.
And just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and you knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. Eight the forward spots. We'll see Barrett and Barnes. Holds it out there with Dick. And it's Poole hit the center, locking down the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Barnes kicks the ball.
Wow.
This is a relentless score, and it was not played to work on the inside, in the paint, and making his presence felt.
Virginia making the ball around. And the foul ball with the right front. That's his first foul.
His first position has been relentless from deep, and you see the defense trying to react. But to nail it,
That's not the line. There's no space to fill the line. That's going to be impossible for the defense to account for everything.
The Raptors making a switch here. Ingram stepped in. Barnes against Clark. Ingram wide open. Mark Hill with the three-point shot. And here's Olenek from the arc. Simmons finds Olenek. Simmons, that's the free throw. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Boy, this night just playing quiet, and yet
Virginia on G. Here's Walter. It's sent back down by Simmons.
well, yeah, Simmons just overpowering with that reach.
And they put it back outside. George. Back to Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's up at 3. And that's the assist by Clark. George has got the lead up to 13 now for Virginia. George against Ingram. 18 feet
Oh.
out. They'll go out the back of the rim. And here's the score. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. And here's George for 3. Another bogey for Virginia.
These threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And the Raptors know it's not George really making a difference here.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter, or keep the ball in his hand as much as possible, period. That's all we need to do with this guy.
Ingram outside. Looking to end the run. And spins up behind him. The 3 Olenek. Here's George. And he puts him a layup on the board. George has got 14 points now in the second half.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes it back.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
A pointer. Good on the
Let's
free
go.
throw shot. George has got 11 here in this quarter alone. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Virginia.
He has been a wrecking ball. Inactive with their hands.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing towards the majority, but turning those opportunities into second chance points. The big time on the offensive line.
And real quickly, he has stepped in for Walter. George
something. Wow.
And England has got the ball here for the Raptors. They trail by 16. They let it go past the front. George takes it to corner. Offensive rebound. The pass to Grind. The second chance effort. The shot by George, no good. Here's Ingram. And it's sent back by George.
What a defensive play from Paul George. Sends it back, big fella.
As it goes out of bounds, Virginia able to keep the ball.
Let's go.
George checked in for Toronto. Simmons plays court. Covering. Reaches his 10th triple of the game. Unbelievable. Raptors trail by 19. Pass to Barnes.
Oh.
And here's the score. They're on a 17-7 run. The three from Jordan. The score with a fresh shot clock. Puts up a deep three. Clark gets to Jordan. Look at 6. Simmons dishes to Jordan. Passes it to Clark. And there's the shot clock.
Get in there. They're on George now, man.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this game.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple.
And it's Shedd missing. Virginia leading by 17.
And game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight, and an important win for the Storm.
So an area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them.
This is really bad in this year. Let's look at spark their offense. Deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And this series has really gone their way.
Yeah, and looks like a sweep may be in the cards with tonight's win. They'll be going up 3-0, and this is exactly
Let's go.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one was a dazzling game for George.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
And that one's good. Both
teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And so here's Toronto. 15-point game. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Pass to Boucher. Good ball from the Raptors. And he knocks down the first one. He gets both from the start. 15 seconds left in the game. Gets it to Olynyk. Fires with 3. Gets it to
Let's go.
From beyond the arc.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
So we see the score. They're coming here. You have to be at this point up 3-zip. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
This may be all the same. As long as they never lose in this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in game 4.
And now, let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. BG, you guys look confident out there, and especially yourself. How were you so effective offensively?
I just kept moving. Within our offense, the key is to move. My teammates do a great job of setting screens, getting open. I just got to stay with the offense.
Well, it was great flow tonight, and it led to a good win, man. Congratulations. Kevin, all yours.
Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Doris
Oh, wow, we're flying.
This is Kevin Hart. Thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
Let's see that shit out of here. He only shot 23, 60%. 4 for 5. Kelly's good, bro. Clark, 9%. Good for him. Let's go. We'll get a game or two. Vamos. Puxa,
Requesting recall to climb location. I'm reloading! Changing max!
bitch. Alright. Got him. Huh. Vamos. got him.
Set fire! Changing mags!
That's dope. We beat their ass.